Some major writers have a huge impact, like Ayn Rand, who to my mind is a lousy fiction writer because her writing has no compassion and virtually no humor. She has a philosophical and economical message that she is passing off as fiction, but it really isn't fiction at all. Theodore Sturgeon. The satirist shoots to kill, while the humorist brings his prey back alive and eventually releases him again for another chance. Peter de Vries. Women and cats will do as they please, and men and dogs should relax and get used to the idea. Robert A. Heinlein. Me and Matt love to argue, but in general our sense of humor is pretty much alike. Trey Parker. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. Benjamin Franklin Wade. Women, as they grow older, rely more and more on cosmetics. Men, as they grow older, rely more and more on a sense of humor. George Jean Nathan. I think in my case, I had no choice but to have a good sense of humor. I grew up with my dad, Danny Thomas, and George Burns, and Bob Hope, and Milton Berle, and Sid Caesar. And all those guys were at our house all the time, telling jokes and making each other laugh. Marlo Thomas. All you need is love, but a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. Charles M. Schultz. But it also became the experience, or was the experience, of the writers who were attracted to this kind of humor. They're all men or women who come from the same kind of experience in their own lives. Norman Lear. Humor brings insight and tolerance. Irony brings a deeper and less friendly understanding. Agnes Replier. I'm an off-the-charts introvert. To me, being around groups of strangers is exhausting. I've had to sort of train myself to think about two tactics: finding common ground and invoking humor. Sam Yagan. Laughter is involuntary. If it's funny, you laugh. Tom Lehrer. Humor expands our limited picture frame and gets us to see more than just our problem. Anne Klein. I love mankind. It's people I can't stand. Charles M. Schulz. The Complete Peanuts. Volume 5, 1959 to 1960. Men live by intervals of reason under the sovereignty of humor and passion. Thomas Brown. What we're doing is fun, if you have any sense of humor at all. Calvin Klein. Puns are a form of humor with words. Guillermo Cabrera Infante. It is the ability to take a joke, not make one, that proves you have a sense of humor. Max Eastman. My humor tends to be a little more edgy than is appropriate for Twilight, although I got some in there. That was fun. There's just a tonal difference. For me, storytelling is storytelling, but I do like writing for grown-ups. Melissa Rosenberg. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West.